Thanks for that introduction, Ahmed. Yeah, it's good to be here again. I actually like the music. I like the music. Turn up the music! Yeah! Turn up the music, turn up the noise. The more attention we get, the better. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're out here to stand in unity so we can protect our kids. Really, that's it. What are we protecting our kids from? This gender ideology. Sexualization in school, indoctrination. You know, Justin Trudeau said, trans women are women. And we will always stand up to hate whenever and wherever it occurs. So I guess anybody that says otherwise is hateful. And we can see the messages over here. And there's another guy, MP Randall Garrison, said there's no such thing as parental rights in Canada. Well, I gotta say to you that these sentiments and beliefs that are propagated in our schools are pushed on our children from the highest positions in Canada. Our leaders can no longer tell the difference between men and women, but they insist that we trust their leadership. And anyone who opposes them wanting to protect children from this gender ideology belief is labeled as hateful. Thank you to all my fans over here who are clanging those super loud. I'm very thankful. Our children are indoctrinated into this ideology in secrecy at school, as students and teachers are both coerced into complying to tolerate the intolerable. So I want to ask you something if you don't believe me. Why is the Waterloo District School Board spending roughly 30% of the days celebrating sexual preferences, empowerment, and sexual identities with minors? Minors as early as age 4. Let me give you an example. International Trans Day of Visibility, International Asexual Visibility Day, International Day of Pink, Non-Binary Parents Day, Lesbian Day of Visibility, International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia, Gender Equality Week, Bisexual Visibility Day, International Lesbian Day, International Pronouns Day, Transparence Day, Transgender Awareness Week, International Transgender Day of Remembrance, and of course, 2 entire months dedicated to LGBTQ, Pride Month, and History Month in October. And this doesn't consider the other days where special clubs, classrooms, or school activities encourage sexual celebrations with special guests or organizations. 1 second, I'll give you a time to speak right after this. I'm getting that information right from Waterloo District School Board's website and their schedule. So I want to ask a question. Who is interested in the sexuality of our kids? What adults in school are interested? Who wants to empower them sexually? You know, the director, G1 Chanika, upholds the following procedure labeled AP 1235, and it states the following. This is written down. The student's self-identification is the sole measure of their gender. A school shall not disclose a student's gender status to the student's parents or guardians, because doing so can potentially put a student's well-being and safety at risk. Students have the right to a safe change room that corresponds to their gender identity. This means that boys can go into girls' change rooms and washrooms. So again, I ask, who's interested in knowing the sexuality of your children? That's what I want to know. Does anyone here have a story they'd like to share about how the school provided an inappropriate book, or encouraged inappropriate behavior, or kept a secret from you or anybody you know? You know, I'd love for you to come up and maybe tell your side of the story. I've been trying to talk to people all morning, but everybody's keeping quiet over here. I guess when you got nothing to say, you just make noise, because there's no defending it. I talked to a gentleman here, actually, had a good conversation, one person. You know, and I think that's the disheartening part, is that we're trying to have conversations, we're going around to talk to you, to learn a little bit about you, and hopefully you can learn a little bit where we stand. God forbid that you listen to our side, but instead, I do love the celebrations, though I love the music, keep it up. But I did want to end on one thing, okay? The sexuality of minors is none of their business, and I'm sure that you can agree with this. We lived in a time when sexuality was none of your business. Everybody had their own thing. I'm sure you can agree with that. That's why I'm wondering, why is the Waterloo District School Board interested in the sexuality of minors? They need to respect parents' rights and leave the kids alone. All right, if anybody wants to talk to me after, my name is Father David Todor. I got a YouTube channel, Beyond the Rift. I keep up with the Waterloo District School Board. I talk about their procedures and policies. So if you're interested in that, feel free to follow me or talk to me after this. Thank you all so much for attending this protest.
Thank you for watching. If you appreciate the work that I do, please consider supporting me financially. I'm very happy to speak up for the protection of kids, and if you can't support financially, I would appreciate it if you help me overcome the censorship and just share these videos with other people so they know exactly what is happening. I left a link in the description to my Ko-fi account where you can do a one-time donation or a monthly subscription. Anything helps and your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you once again.